Despite that early advantage, that they are yet to be able to break the base of OG. OG, even with not necessarily the biggest haunt in the world, it's slowing down Liquid that little bit. That lead that they've grown has started to sort of stagnate and to stay at that same bar. If OG can take a great fight around the haunt, the turnaround could start to come in. Seb,
oh, for sure.
Up to the high ground, they're getting the knockdown, jump forward from Miracle. They're going to offer the stomp, but will slow down Miracle's damage output and giving Seb the time to walk out. Goes Seb to pops as well as the heals. Liquid try and stay on top of the edge. There's the lockdown. Weehar's in with the net. They'll finally kill Seb off. Question is, how much can they do with this bit of time? No Enchantress. Ana pushed the bottom lane out all the way around. They can go for the tier 1 tower, but they'll struggle to go for more whilst that creep momentum has been dealt with by Ana Spectre.
I feel like we've seen a lot of these cat-mouse games a lot here at this Internationals. When you have this late-game lineup that doesn't really have the best team fight, you're facing versus a lineup that has an immense amount of team fight, you kind of just have to dance around the map and try to take your best bets and just push, split push and catch waves and just delay the game. That's what OG's name of the game is for this one. Liquid's trying their best not to allow that to happen, and they have good heroes for it, as we were mentioning. They even have an illusion rune now, too, for the Meepo, so he's going to push out the bottom wave, they're going to push in the mid wave, too, and then pretty much everything is pushed in, so they can go for this opportunity of that Roche.
Yeah, another Roche. Another Aegis. Of course, this time, the cheese on top as a bit of a bonus for Liquid.
Yep.
And with the speed that they do it, even with OGs, there's so many decent ways to contest Roche. They just cannot set up in time. Even with the ET control around the pit, the haunt to get in, they're still not quite ready to make those sort of aggressive plays, OG. They have to continue to wait for Liquid to come to them and for Liquid to mess up.
The scary thing is, though, it's, you know, we're saying the late game insurance always about the Spectre, but everybody else on the side of OG, they're really falling off. And it's a Spectre, sure, who's amazing in the game, but versus a TA and a Meepo, these two might hard. Be enough. It probably are enough to be able to just crush a Spectre in these fights.
Especially with the Silver Edge build, as you mentioned. Out of as Ravage line control, but the Ravage is going to buy time for the rest of the team to come over. First net won't quite connect onto Ana as he's forced back to safety. They'll still continue to try and chase on. Ana's into the trees this time. He will be able to TP out. We are not quite in range. Continue to lock him down. Thompson with a poke from the back, making sure that Liquid cannot chase down any of the remaining members of OG. He'll stay hidden in the trees. GH.
It looks like Thompson's almost playing like Tinker or something in this one. Like, last like 6 minutes or so, I feel like I've just seen Thompson in the tree lines, cutting creep waves to try to delay the push that's going to be coming out from Liquid inevitably.
The items for Ana are continuing to roll out. Full Manta. The items for everyone else still have ground to a bit of a halt on OG. Setups there onto one of the Meepos. They're going to drop the ult down, but already Miracle's on the backline. He's dead. He's dead. He paused the BKB. It doesn't matter. They're able to beat him down and out. It looks towards We Are. Movement up with the impetus. It follows up. Still, he has enough HP to walk for the top. Steps in. He's straight on top of Weeha. Weeha's dead the once. Can they do it again? No doubt. He's got the spirit out. Backing off, Weeha again. He had the main Meepo up onto the safe area of the high ground. Thompson, he's not stopping though. They're holding back a little bit with the E-Blade. Can they get this kill? Weeha again. Boost up to the side, but he's left one up in the high ground and they need to disable. There is not. He's able to jump back down, get himself away. OG continue to chase, but these roots, these nets, they're holding OG back. Thompson in again with the blink. He needs help. Weeha, is he going to get it? The stomps out of the entire army of Meepos. Hand of God's pop. Weeha's trying to turn. Miracle is Kim on Jarek. The buyback from Miracle. They're trying to get around Liquid. No, Jarek, Sam with no doubt. They're going to try and run. Ana, he's in with the horn, chasing down Weeha. He can surely finish this kill off. Weeha solo. The Glimmer give it a life. Finally, Ana gets Weeha. Liquid back to looking to continue the cleanup. They'll chase Seb. Seb's heals will not be strong enough. Seb will fall. There's no tail. TP out in the trees gets him away. Ana's still in the neighborhood, but he will manage to make his way out of there. They get the kill on Weeha. They force out a buyback from Miracle, but still it cost them a lot and they're diving deep, OG.
You see how much they want to go for those dive plays, though. They're like, Ana is getting kills, Ana is being enabled, Ana, right, for OG. That's all they're thinking about, is just making this man shine. And they're starting to. He's almost creeping toward the #1 net worth as a Spectre. He's out there being able to slow down Liquid's Aegis and Cheese push.
So much out of being everywhere, being with the push, being in the jungle, being in the lane. And we are absolutely one of the best in the game at doing so with this hero.
Yeah, and they can even, like we were talking about before too, it's not just the Meepo that can go around everywhere, because they have a Chen, they have Divine Favor, so if they want to send another hero even, they can always be pulling people across the map with that Rapture ability of the Divine Favor. As you see the meatball top. Silver-edged, Weehaw trying to find a frag as he knows OG is going to be setting up on the sides. The smoke comes out, Thompson gets broken right away. He knows, he's pinging it.
At the same time, that will give the info to Liquid that OG are split up. They know that they're not all towards the mid lane. So if the rest of the team can get some sort of a jump, but it's hard, especially Ana. This is really, I guess, the sort of the last tier you want to tackle. Miracle gonna head over to try and go for the bounty room. We'll actually be able to grab it, despite the three of them being here, but they'll look to make him pay. They'll lead in, BKB's popped by Miracle. Ana will continue to chase with the horn.
He's following him.
He's staying on top of him, making sure that any sort of escape is hard. Mind Control's gonna come in the back. He's looking to try and draw the attention of the rest of OG out. There's the Ravage pop, and now the turnaround comes into play. Liquid, they'll surround Ana. He dove too far. The Spectre's dead. He's got buyback, but of course with the horn already used, there's no way for him to get back into the fight. So Ana has to sit on the sidelines and just watch as the rest of OG gets bullied heavily by Liquid. The traps are set, Sep's around him. We are double kill as OG again struggling to get anything going their way against Liquid. Another sort of end of a bit of a dry spell where this passive play comes to a point where the frustration is felt. Ana feels he has to try and make something happen with the horn. It doesn't go their way, and in fact, mid lane, another attempt to push out Thompson was trying to get the creep waves away from the base, but Weehaw, he is just everywhere on this map.
Ooh, it's starting to get a bit out of hand here. Ana, he's diving forward for the kills, but that cheese gets popped. Oh, they actually popped the glyph. Jarex isn't able to get that one there with the blast even. He's gonna try again, but Weehaw, he's here.
He's gonna make him pay for it, or at least try to do so, Jarex. And find him once and forced to the side, the roots, making sure that no glimmer will save him. He gets a Decrepify off, but it doesn't matter as he ticks down to the output of Weehaw. Back towards mid, OG, they've got 4 dead. Finally, Seb's back in the game. 20 seconds until Ana returns, but obviously a longer cooldown that matters, that 30 seconds before Horn. As even with the Horn, we've seen with how far Liquid are ahead, OG just struggle to get any fights going in their favor as they'll dive in. Weehaw, with all the stats, he's so tanky now in the Meepo that they cannot bully him away. And 36 minutes in, Liquid will finally get themselves into the base, take that mid Brax. They're going to look for more. Jarek's still down for 20. And they do have that Meepo ready to go. They get the toss back on Mind Control. See if they got the damage to beat him down. No tail offering quite a bit of right clip, but Miracle is in straight away. Look at the backline. He's on top of the ET. Ana's going to step forward for Mind Control. Horns pop. Can they get any of these kills? They're on to Miracle. Miracle BKB tries for the DPL. He has the damage set with the impetus. Takes down TA. And the chase continues. Ana, he found Mind Control. A second kill here for OG. Weehaw surrounds Ana. Ana needs the safety jack. He's there. Healing it. The Decrepify the heal. Ana is still alive. Seb sits to the side. Throws out the impetus. And Weehaw is falling low. GH cannot save him.
Oh my God.
is dead. OG, they'll hold on to the game. They may have lost their ranks, but they team wiped Team Liquid. That's the Horn they've been looking for.
And No Tail finally is able to be an Elder Titan in the game where he can stand next to the agility heroes. We see how much damage Ana is able to do inside of that one. No Tail's just standing next to both of them the entire time. Liquid jumped in too far forward. Miracle,
they're getting the Roshan. At least they're trying. There'll be a buyback from GH. There's got to be more buybacks if Liquid want to try and force OG away. Jarex.
More buybacks.
He's already up to the high ground. They do have the Ravage still on Mind Control. Mind Control. He's looking for that option. He's stepping in, stomp from No Tail.
Ravage.
He does get it out. No follow-up though. It's a bit of a Ravage. And then a death. Mind Control. There's no follow-up. They've lost 2.
Oh God.
As Liquid, they throw bodies into the pit. But not enough. And not at the right time as OG. They'll get Roche. They'll get the Aegis, the Cheese, and an Aghanims from No Tail.
For No Tail. He picked it up instantly.
He picked it up.
He wants to get in.
Yeah, he's the captain.
I mean, that tells me that he wants to be...
Yeah.
Wait, how much... So with Meepo, you're actually getting the extra duration. So usually how the stomp works is however many heroes you hit with your stomp, you get the BKB timing when it comes back. But now he's going to be hitting a lot of heroes, which means he can frontline, which means he can stick on top of the heroes and apply the natural order.
This is the Meepo counter.
This is a very interesting approach.
On another level.
All right, let's... I mean, that
and look at the gold difference. There's only a 1K gold in it.
Let's just bring up the graph. Look at this. Look at this swing. It is a 20,000 gold swing as well as a 20,000 experience swing. Oh my God, OG, they now have a full heart on the Spectre, level 25 as well. It's back the other way.
It really is, and at the point where it felt like for Liquid,